Elon Musk's brother Kimbal is in the news, and not really sure it's in a good way. He essentially went on Fox Business and trolled the host for like good 3 minutes. I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you why some people are praising it, but I think a lot of people are going, why? And just overall context, and I'll tell you all of this coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric! Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased news, which means that we do talk negatively sometimes when they deserve it about electric car manufacturers, their leaders like Elon Musk and Kimbal Musk and others. So if you're sensitive, if you have an allergy to that, this is probably not the video for you. But if you want a balanced analysis of what happened and the news, how as they come, regardless of your love for Elon or anybody else, well, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any of this stuff moving forward. Okay, let's talk about this. So Kimbal Musk, who is Elon Musk's brother, he has basically been with him from the day one when they created and sold their very first company. He's on the board of directors, and overall, we don't hear much from him. He dedicated a lot of his life, I think, last few years for sure, for like healthy living, healthy eating and stuff like that. That was after his accident where he almost like, I think it was a skiing accident. He like almost broke his back or in his neck, and so he's got some good causes going on. I think Plant the Seed is the latest one. So that's the one that he was going to plug on Fox Business. But you know how it goes usually. You know, you come in, you talk about the stuff. The host wants to talk about it. In this case, hey, there's a new chairman on the board. And then you get to plug your thing, at the end. And that's how it works. And usually that's the understanding. But as soon as the host of the show asked him a question, which I literally just told you guys, it was like, hey, what's going to happen with the new chairman? Is she going to, lay down the law? Is she going to be effective? He just went right in it, and as you can see, he's smiling because he knows what he's just going to do this. He just start promoting his Plant the Seed, I think, foundation and stuff like that, which definitely check it out. I'm sure it's a good foundation and a good cause, but why? Why go and cause more trouble? Things have just settled down, right? I gotta tell you, I've been a big critic of Elon as much as I love the guy this year because of all this BS stuff like that. And he's settled down in the last couple of months. He really settled down, and I feel like he's running this company like a real superstar CEO, the Elon that I fell in love with back in the day, right? So I don't know, having his brother go on the show and do this. And like you can see it, I mean, you can watch it. It's really not entertaining, to be honest with you. This is probably the most entertaining still from it, because he's like, look at the host, right? He's like, what are you doing? Like, are you gonna like, why did you come on the show? And that smile from Kimball is essential. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna troll you. Okay, so let me explain why this is probably not good. Before that, of course, I want to remind you that this show and this channel is sponsored by Climate Exchange. They are doing a raffle for the rest of the year. They are selling tickets. There's a description in the description of this video. There's a link. You can buy them there. United States only, unfortunately. They're only going to sell no more than 4,000 of them. Yet they're raffling off 3 brand new Teslas. So your chances are pretty good. They are $250. So just heads up on that. And even if you don't win, you will be essentially doing a good deed because you'll be contributing to a nonprofit organization that's moving us towards a low carbon economy. So thank you to them for sponsoring this. And just like I said, go into the description of this video if you want to participate. All right, so here's the thing about Kimball. And, I actually seen him in person once. I don't know why I never really came up to him to talk to him or maybe ask him for an interview. I was literally conducting a on-location report. Here's some footage of it. As you can see, this was after the shareholder meeting, I think, this year, and a semi-truck was there, so that's him in a hat. He always likes wearing that hat. But after that, it was kind of funny because I was just about to film my intro, and I saw him getting into a big gas guzzling SUV. to take him whatever. So there's the SUV. As you can see, he's just gonna jump right in it. I thought it was kind of funny. And I'm not gonna hate him for that. Obviously, some people might hate on him. Because like you can't always use green energy everywhere in your life. That's just not realistic. So, and probably that was maybe the last second Uber that they ordered. So I just thought it was a little bit funny and ironic, but whatever. So here's why. I mean, so by the way, as I was preparing for this video, actually, I think NASA. I get a bunch of executives at NASA. Finally, I don't know, maybe they were living under the rock. Saw the footage of Elon taking a bit of a getting a little bit high on Joe Rogan's show and drinking, and it really started to bother them. So they decided they're gonna do a full review of SpaceX. And I think so Boeing, some Boeing a company somehow got under that review as well. Because of that, that was a trigger, right? So any childish or non-standard behavior that Elon or people around him exhibit can cause problems like this. Remember the SEC and by the way, DOJ investigation is still going on. That was because of irresponsible behavior. So I'm not really sure why Kimbal is adding to it, because no one's going to look at this and say, oh, that was great. Investors, business partners, people who are granting contracts and deals to the companies that Elon and his brother are involved in, they're gonna essentially look twice at them, and that's what's happening with SpaceX. Did Elon Musk earn? Was that interview that important? Did he earn any great anything really by getting high with Joe Rogan? I would say no. I mean, yeah, we see a lot of great paintings and T-shirts out of it, but essentially that now is going to damage SpaceX's chances of dealing with NASA. And I think this is one of those things. I really think these guys and definitely his brother also need to kind of cut down on this type of behavior. If you don't want to talk to Fox Business News, don't talk to Fox Business News. That's okay. I wouldn't even know he was on there if it didn't really happen. But if you are, be respectful. Act like an executive and act like a board member, which you are. And give an indication that people can deal with you, that you're not going to act childish or I mean, this is essentially trolling is childish, right? I should know. I have a lot of them in my comment section. So, but let me know in your comment section. Do you think this is an acceptable behavior? Do you think he did any favors to himself or Elon or Tesla or any for the electric car movement? Or do you think this really they should really cut down on that? So let me know. I'm looking forward to that. I would like to give a shout out to one of my Patreons, Rob Yale. He's not new. He just decided to triple his contribution to the show, which I'm really humbled by, and thank you so much for supporting the show. You can support the show at patreon.com/eForElectric with a bunch of perks, including watching my videos live. And of course, boom, E4Electric on Instagram. That's where I also post some funny videos that I've been making. I think people think they're funny. So definitely follow me there. It's fun. I'm doing some fun stuff there. All right. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, and remember to stay charged.